import, export, verify this, all of this, verified how to create a environment. And also how to create a variable in the environment, and then how to actually call this variable in this. Here, how actually you call the variable in here. If you want to do all, you can do all, but that's not the best practice. You keep the endpoint. You keep the endpoint. Remember, we can only change the endpoint, but not the URL. Remember that? So you always do this for the every project you do this. Every single project. So we kind of show something that you can do right away. No, you don't need to ask anyone. Okay? And plus the variable. Any question so far? Now, another thing is, in the testing part, we also make the comments. Now you can say what it is. If you do something with the making a right comments, it is helpful for you. You can watch, you can look back after a couple months later. Why? So you will remember, okay, I don't know why I did it. You forget it, but putting the comments, it will be helpful for you to look back why you did use it. So that's again, the commenting is important. So now let's go back again. We imported this. Now you can say, okay, what is my actually the Agile ALM come to the picture? You can ask, right? So now you go to your sprint board. You have to go to your task board, right? Let's see one of the user story for you. Let's go see. Let's say this one. Okay, your workshop action item. Say API test on sign up, right? Good. And it is high priority for you. It took your testing, and the risk is high, and the effort is 3 hours for me. I start this. I will be stopping this day.
What about business value and time critical?
The business value means which department this is coming from. So there is a finance, there is the HR, there is the specific, like if it's the mortgage industry, it will be like a home mortgage or the business mortgage, or it is like the reverse mortgage, or the what is called there is hundreds of departments. So business means which department you are doing the application development. Yes. Who is actually the stakeholder here. Good.
And the time means like how similar is the time.
Yes.
Like how precise it needs to be.
Yes. That is true.
Estimation, how accurate it is.
Yes.
Okay.
So store all the tests on this task. So test case, test data, and then test execution. Okay, and you can actually save and close. Good, and you can give your name. What happened? Okay, give your name here. Put my name, save, and actually now you can attach. Now you will be attaching what? That's the one. Save. You're done. Keep it here. Keep it all the way here because I'm done. Make sense?
You move someone else's work.
Oh, really?
Mine
is stay there.
Yeah. You would be like,
Thank you.
Man.
Thank you. So you see that? So that's actually your. So if you work on the test case development and all the manual testing, you have done everything else. You created your test verification. You have done your testing, and then actually you attach your test cases. So that part is done. So if you have another one, which is like the automation, correct? So you will be creating the automation task again, and you'll be doing the same thing there. Once your work is done, you'll be attaching your work and you'll be getting it done. You just cannot say, well, work is done, it is on my computer. That's not how it works.
You have to upload it.
Yes. This is the evidence. Okay, this is the evidence. Now the second one is, if the same user story, we changes. the product owner create a new user story that the password will be changed complex now. They said the new requirement password will be complex. Do you think you need to change anything here? Nothing. You can create the same test cases. You can pull the same test case. Now you will be passing the complex password. Am I right?
Yeah, just change that section to complex.
Exactly.
Password should be unique. I should not be able to sign up without using complex password.
Right.
Just that part.
So you do not need to reinvent the wheel.
I don't need to write the whole test case again.
Understand the flow.
To modify.
Yeah. So you need to, that's the reason your test case is important. The test data is important. Test execution and the test like the flow. All the flow you're creating, all of this exist. All as why? Because the application, as the application continue to grow, what you'll do? You'll be taking your test cases and you actually update and move on. That's the what we say. You do the functional testing, you do the regression testing, you update your test cases, you modify your test cases, you enhance your test case. Do you know what does it mean? Now the enhance, you understand this. Update means the test case is wrong sometimes. A little change has been updated. Enhance means it's not the small thing, it's a big thing enhance. And the test case execution, you already know that. So that's have to be the one round of from where you started, you went to the Swagger, you have done everything, Swagger, then you bring into the Postman, you create all your tests, and you added the assertion verification, like the 200, 300, you have done all of this, you exported your collection, and then you actually bring it in your user story, attach it, and that's actually we want to know in the interview. And then also will be asking you, what is the 200 means, what is the 400 means. 200, 400 always represent your application, not the generic.
Okay, man, we should upload our work here before or like we close it, like.
Yeah, you disclose, everybody is open.
Yeah, like we should upload the file in here before we close it, like when it's resolved or something. When it's done, we should upload the whole down, like we should import the file from Postman and upload it here.
That's what do you understand what he said?
It's confusing, sounding confusing. Like you uploaded the file in here, like on the taskboard.
But I exported first.
Yeah, exported.
I saved on my computer. Then I just attach it here.
Attached it here. So you should attach it like when it's like done. Right?
Mine is done. This task is done.
Yeah.
There is hundreds of API. That's the question. He was creating the test case other day. There is 10 test cases in one. Like
when you what I'm asking is like when the task is active, that's not when you should attach the file from the Postman. When your task is active, when
you don't need to be, I know. You don't need to be that picky, really. If your work is done, simply attach information and close it.
Yeah, when it's resolved, I should attach the information and then close it.
Oh, resolve. Okay. Resolve column means somebody, the resolve means we want to actually someone review it.
Oh, yeah.
Resolve means someone review it before it gets closed.
Yeah.
So active, he's saying create new, being active means you're working on it, and put the resolve means somebody need to look into this.
Yeah.
Like the Rafi can
if you are confused, you can put it over there to someone.
Even not confused, we want the work need to be reviewed.
Yeah, before I close it,
Can be peer review, like if you know the test cases, he can review his test case, he can say this is what you have to do.
When someone review it and then they can put it to close.
Exactly. In the review, you can get the feedback, or if you do not get the feedback, you just simply close it. That's it.
Before you put it in the resolve section, that's when you should attach the file that you imported from.
It does not matter. It is not the law of the land. It is, you can do, yes, best practice is this, but if you do it,
you can't attach the file when you are working on it because it's not complete yet.
You are just picking something, no need. Not to prioritize something is not important. You can do, go ahead, Kanis.
I think he's asking when we should attach the file in Agile ALM, the
On the task section.
the Postman file in the Agile ALM.
Yes,
But I
In the-
think, I think you can attach the file while you're still working on it.
Why you cannot? If I'm just saying, like, if you're in the active column, let's see you move it. That's fine, but still you can attach, not a big deal.
Yeah. That's, I think that was.
That's
his
what I'm
question.
saying. You don't
Yeah.
need to worry about that part really. That as long as your work is there, people is happy. Yes, but you don't need to be so much perfect. If you are, great. If you are not, that's fine. As long as the product owner can see there is a task involved for the QA execution, product owner is happy.
And this is what we are working on.
Good?
Yes. Good.
Kanis, are you good?
Yeah.
Okay, so those parts should
So
not be.
we can go from active to close, right? We don't need to go to the resolve column, right? If
You
don't,
guys
if we-
should. You guys should.
okay, every time.
You guys should. Why? Because if Zahara did it, like Ashraf should be able to review it, because that's the QA. It's called the peer review. Who asked this question? Good question. In the cloud apps, they do the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I
Software
said.
engineering, they do the same. Everybody does the review. And that's the interview question we ask. Make sense? You just do not, because in case you make a mistake and you did not review it, what happened then? Who take the blame? Is you. Because you did not involve anyone to
You
look
made
up
the
your test.
decision by yourself, like
Yes.
it's closed.
So always be safe. Always involve someone. Feedback sometimes can be like a hit your brain or hit your skin. Do not take the feedback personally. Take it the constructive feedback positively. Because it's good. Once you review, if now a one bug causes, at least the two people eyes missed it, right? Any question on this? So we covered the Excel, you do the same thing. Excel, you do the same thing.
Test cases.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now you guys ask me what to do. This is the way. Good. So how many tools you covered? You covered the Agile ALM. You covered the Scrum framework, right? And then you covered in the ALM. In the sprint, you get the user story. Before the user story, you have done the planning. In the planning, you understood the user story and then all the acceptance criteria, correct? Based on this, developer developed and you actually prepared the test cases. While you are preparing the test cases, preparing the test data, all separated. While you are doing it, you created the task here, so you can measure your work. Once the developer done, you got the Swagger. In the Swagger, you actually understood how this API works. You try them out, you got to understand everything, and then actually get the curl command to the import to the Postman. In the Postman, whatever you've done, you actually created the feature folder. Do not call the collection. Use the right wording. How you structure feature, then the user story. You see this? So it's matching, right? From the Agile ALM sprint. User story. Under the user story, you have created the positive collection, negative collection. In the positive collection, you are actually adding the curl that you are importing from. And now you can expand all the negative testing, positive, negative on the Postman. And then you actually use the test in the test section, right? In the Postman test section here. You have done this. Am I right?
Yeah.
Where somewhere we have used it, right? Wherever we have used it, we saw that. So then we added this and then we verified actually in this. Then what else we did? We actually implemented the environment. Why? In the test and the staging, same API. Okay. But only the two things is different. What are these? The data, test data will be different, and what? URL will be different. So for this, to avoid the reusable, to avoid the reinvent the wheel, we use the environment variable. We create the environment, we give the name, and then actually we we give the name. Anything, any variable we want to, like we want to make a changes over and over, we can simply do everything is stored from here, that will be seen. Don't worry about it. So after we have done the manual testing, see everything is done, we actually export it. And we also learn how to import it, right? Because you can share with other people. Export it, then we did import it. And then also this task is done. I actually attach in my task based on the user story in the sprint board. And then I said, my one task is done. And that's exactly the how many tools you use to work in any project. Minimum.
So each user story will be one task each.
No, a user story can have many tasks. Because the
All of these are user story, like
No,
sign up, sign in.
this is
Different
let
features.
me collapse it, then you say it. 1 second, you have a right. Now say it. Now try to say the word again. What about now?
So each of those features are like a different user story, right?
Anybody want to say it?
Each of this user story.
So one user story only. One user story, all these test cases. But the top one was actually I actually put so many API in the one bucket. And that's the reason we said we should not do this, right? We should do each of the user story should have their own, the positive folder, negative folder, then we need to separate them, correct? That's the best thing, isn't it? It should be amazing, right? You guys agree or not with me? Now, you see so many things you have done right here. How about if you want to use these tools to solve all of this? How about you want to do the same thing here? That's our API testing tool. But this is more different. This one actually you can link everything with the user story. You do not need to import, export anything. That's the reason we build our own tool. You guys do not need to worry about it. If you use this tool, everything in one place.
Using the agile environment.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
it will be linked to the other story automatically. Right? That will be a lifesaver. Right? We don't have to
That's the
upload.
reason we call the Agile ALM. ALM means application lifecycle management. Means everything, coding, everything will be one place. Everybody is happy. You can see the tracing. Oh, user story. Oh, this is the the coding is here. Code maybe is done. Oh, here is the test case. Oh, there is a positive test case. Oh, there is the API negative test cases. Then you will see the here. Oh, there is a mobile test cases. There is web test. All will be attached with the one user story. Make sense? Or you can create the Excel to do the web or mobile or other tools. Then you can attach here. Or you can use the Postman and you can attach here. So those all will be like a separate application, separate testing tool. But here we are doing everything ourselves. You can actually link it. So you see the value of the ALM tools, the power, everything in one place. My goal is not to, you guys don't have to do this, by the way. I'm just telling you that is the advantage of the disadvantage of using the one platform versus the so many platform. Because Postman is different, right? All right. So any question on the how to use it? Before we actually, anything you'll be doing in the Postman, the same approach. All the advanced thing, the same approach. Any question like what you'll be doing, how you'll be attaching, how you'll be attaching the test case?
From here.
Yeah. Yes.
No. I just uploaded on PDF format or something and we attach on the task.
JSON.
Yeah.
JSON.
JSON format.
Yes. Yep. From the phone, do you guys have any question how you actually implement it, how you actually use it? Any question on it, how you will be actually attaching it?
So we can export the Google Sheet file to JSON format.
Why you do this?
So you asked like, is there any question about like how to attach the test case? Test case are mostly PDFs. Like.
This also test case.
That's
You can call the API test case.
Yeah.
And that one is the mobile or the web test case.
Yeah, manual.
We do not have any tools, right?
Yeah.
But in a couple of days, you guys will be tools here. You guys will see tools here.
From now on, we all need to be like specific about what because
Yes.
test case means like so many different test cases now.
That's all I'm trying to Like the open your brain, you cannot be generic anymore.
Enough information for today. Brain is fully jammed.
Good.
Right, guys?
You guys brain is hurt.